It's weekly rotation time. Just a little hint that in this video you may see a couple of perfumes that will appear in my very next video, which will be uploaded after this one. It's my current top 10, so keep it, maybe see if you can guess which ones they might be. Anyway, let's get straight into last Monday. I wore Ombre Russe by Parfum d'Empire, one of my all-time favorite amber perfumes. You watch my channel and you know how much I love this perfume. But later on in the day, I finished another one of my samples that have been in my rotation for quite some time, and this one was Sketch by Maison Violet. You'll see it up on the screen. And honestly, it's, at the time of recording this, it's now Sunday, and I couldn't tell you much about Sketch. It was that unmemorable. At the time, it definitely isn't like a bad perfume or one that I disliked wearing. It's just like, I honestly couldn't tell you much about it other than I think there was this combination of vanilla and ambrette, and it was totally okay, but also totally forgettable. On Tuesday, we went with perfumes starting with E. Morning was Egoist by Chanel. And then in the afternoon, I wore the lovely Épice by Miskeo Parfums. I have to say that obviously I love all the Miskeo Parfums, but Épice is one that it has been getting better, or I've been really enjoying more and more with each wear, and it was no exception last week. So if you haven't tried them, definitely try them all. But Épice is one that I think I'm going to be wearing quite a bit more as the weather warms up. On Wednesday, I wore the beautiful Eau de Bois. I won't say too much about this because I've had this for a long, long time. Never going to get rid of it while it's available. But then in the afternoon, I also went for another sample. This one was from the house of Gravel, and it is American Dream. Essentially, if you love stuff like Eau Sauvage, the original Eau Sauvage, American Dream is in that. I'm not going to lie, it is essentially based very much on that style of perfume, but it definitely has more presence than the current Dior Eau Sauvage, on my skin at least. And I really, really enjoy that perfume. Now, having a bottle of Eau Sauvage already, I guess I need to decide when my sample runs out if one is worth more keeping than the other. Definitely in terms of longevity and performance, because that's important for a lot of people. The American Dream is the winner on that count, but I need to do a proper side-by-side between them because they might be different enough, but all I can say is I'm really enjoying American Dream. On Thursday, I wore the last of my Nicolai New York Intense 30ml bottle, but I did manage to drain a bottle at last. But I will not be replacing it. As much as I enjoyed it over the years, by the end I kind of didn't have much connection with this perfume. I can appreciate why it's so enjoyed, critically acclaimed even, but it just, I struggled to find a connection wearing it. I just didn't have the love for it that a lot of people seem to. And then in the afternoon, it was warm, and I hadn't worn this one for a long time. This is Guerlain Homme Eau de Parfum, and to me, it is one of these perfumes that when I don't wear it, I never think about it. I never miss it. And then when I happen to see it and add it into my rotation for a particular day, I always just enjoy having it on. It's a real under the radar one that's already in my wardrobe, so it's under the radar even for me, but always appreciate it when I do wear it. On Friday, perennial favorite, Eau Sauvage Parfum by Christian Dior, and then I wanted some green goodness, and I went with Feuille by Miskeo Parfums as well. So it's 2 Miskeos this week. Yesterday, on Saturday, I started the day with Eau d'Hermes by Hermes, obviously. Now, I know if you're thinking and you're looking at this bottle and saying, Pep, that is a full bottle, you're not wearing that, surely. I do have a decant of Eau d'Hermes that I'm trying to get through before I start using this bottle up. And then I also wore a couple of new samples actually today and yesterday. Yesterday I wore Clair Scents. This one is called Pandora, and it is an unashamedly full throttle floral perfume, particularly highlighting the notes of lilac and to my nose, ylang ylang, and I just really enjoyed it. That combination of those particular floral notes. There's a whole lot more going on as well. It was essentially my first real proper wear of it, and I really enjoyed it. Now, usually when I talk about perfumes like this, I anticipate, in anticipation of questions from some viewers who will say or ask me, is this masculine? I know what you're asking me, but all I'm going to say is it's essentially a big, lush floral chypre. And if you think that description renders it a masculine perfume, all good. I'm wearing it, I'm enjoying it. But if that does not sound like your definition of masculine, then it isn't. Okay, so that's all I can tell you. I'm just going to avoid trying to have this discussion because it does seem a bit reductive. You know, like the floral perfumes. Some I don't like wearing, some I really enjoy wearing, and I consider myself masculine sometimes, but I'm a straight guy, and I enjoy wearing it. But if you don't like that style of perfume, chances are you're not going to like. All right, and today I wore another one from Clair Parfums, and this one is called Song of Aubrac. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. This is also floral, but it's highlighting the note of narcissus. Now, I'm not actually well versed or very familiar with that particular raw material, Narcissus Absolute. But if it is, I'm told that it is in a high concentration in this particular perfume, and if it is what is coming off my skin, what I'm smelling, I'm really, really enjoying it because it has some kind of elements to it that give it a little bit of earth. To me, on first impressions, mind you, okay, so I haven't really delved into it too much. I got some sort of earthiness, some greenness, definitely a lot of woodiness. So it's, to my nose, it wasn't as lush and billowy as Pandora was yesterday. Song of Aubrac is, to my nose, more subtle, a little bit more nuanced as well in terms of what it does on my skin, but I'm going to be testing it a lot more. I've enjoyed both of those perfumes from Clair, and definitely they require more wearings, and eventually I'll do a proper review for them. So I am going to end the week with old trusty Dior Fahrenheit. And I'm just going to let you guys know that the next video that I upload will be my most current favorite 10 perfumes that I wear. And I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.